Alrighty, end of the week. Back to this one. Let's just quick review. A and B are, think of it as warm up. Think of it as just a nice, big, slow and steady, hard warm up. Like we've talked about in the past, we're really just trying to get our body moving again after the week, and getting some good blood flow to different muscles groups. So you'll see in part A we got the sliding glute bridges. They're going to blow up your hammies. The sissy squats are going to blow up your quads. So part A is all about getting the lower body to really just blow up and wake up. You should be waddling around after this. Keeping the reps the same, as it's a lot of reps. I don't think we really need to push it more than that. And like I said, it's kind of like a long, big, hard warm-up here, A and B together. We want good quality reps, so really focus on the sliding glute bridges, getting that set up, and having everything move together. As our feet slide in, the hips slide up, right? We kind of get this motion happening. Here are the hips, here are the feet. We don't want feet hips or hips feet, or we want boop, 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 right? Hammies will be blown up. We get into our sissy squats. And remember, the only thing that's bending is the knees. So we kind of drive the knees forward, and we come on our toes, and the rest of the body, from the knees to the head, we just kind of follow suit. So we don't need to lean back to get the torso down. We just kind of follow the knees, right? Hips stay in line, and it's just going to happen. You just have to go with it. Now, if you struggle with that, that's okay. You will find this is a little harder than breaking at the hips or leaning back, but you should also find you're able to go through a greater range of motion. That's the whole point. Rest is in there because I want you to try and do the movements, all of the reps continuous. 20 of this, 20 of that. Boom, take a break. Oh my God, that sucked. A couple minutes later, you're ready to go again. In the next set, you can do it again. You go 20-20. Then your third set, you go 20-20. And even your fourth set, you go 20-20, right? If you need to rest more and more between sets to make that happen, that's fine. I would also like to point out that you don't want to rush and let your form break down to get those reps in. If you find like you're on your third set, you really started to fall apart, take a longer break before that last set. If you only took 2 minutes, maybe it's a good time to take 4 or 5 minutes. You'd be surprised at how big of a difference that can make. This is going to become especially true for those of you that struggle with push-ups for part B, right? Because we're going push-ups, body rows, 20 and 25. We really need to make sure we maintain that good positioning, that good plank positioning in those push-ups. I mean, we can even argue that in the body rows, right? A lot of times we get the saggy butt. We're doing push-ups like this, right? If you find your hips hit the floor before your chest, or your stomach hits the floor before your chest, it means you're really losing that plank position. So if you really feel like you're hitting your stomach or your hips on the floor, your knees on the floor first, put up a video. You'll see that your plank is breaking down. Oh, so that means if I put my butt in the air, you're right? But if you put your butt in the air, your forehead's going to be hitting first, right? So we don't want our hips too low or too high. It's up to you guys to keep yourself accountable. I'm not there to say, it's bad. So, take your time and try and do it right. 20 is a lot, so you may find that you can't do 20 in a row every time, and that's perfectly fine. You can kind of go 5, 5, 5, 5, or 2 2s, whatever you need to make it happen. As for the body rows, I want you guys to really try and get 25 done in a row. So that means picking a height, picking an angle where you're able to do it, but it's still challenging, right? So we know the closer our body gets to the floor, here's my head, the closer my body gets to the floor, the harder it gets. So if I'm down here doing my rows, you're going to get to 5-10 reps, and it's going to be a struggle. You're not doing 25 in a row without breaking, without losing tension in your body. I think a lot of us will kind of be at that 45-degree angle at the bottom. To make this happen. So keep that in mind here. Again, there's that rest again, so we can make every set awesome and beautiful and continuous as possible. Last part's a bit of a doozy. Maybe just the first couple rounds kind of blow. we've taken that thruster burpee ladder and made it more fun. Ha ha ha. Fun, of course, means more awful in this case. Thruster, snatches, burpees, V-ups. Let's review. Thrusters is that squat into a push press. We want one continuous motion. As you're coming out of the squat, you can use your legs to shoot the weight overhead. Things you can use: a barbell, a dumbbell, a kettlebell, 2 dumbbells, 2 kettlebells, 2 barbells, right? One in each hand. No, you probably don't want to do that. A cat and a dog, right? I don't know. Have fun with it. Snatches, same idea. You can use a variety of implements or a variety of ways to do it. If you only have a kettlebell and you can't do those kettlebell snatches, I know who you are, that's fine. You can do those overhead American kettlebell swings, right? The American kettlebell swings, they go overhead. I know everybody can do burpees and V-ups, so that shouldn't be too big of a deal. Remember, guys, the first 3 rounds are about half the reps, so they're going to kind of fucking blow and feel like they take forever, but that's because it is half the work. So just remember, once you get through 10, 9, 8, you're halfway there.